Hello, guys. Welcome. My name is Joshua, and this is JC Consult. We have assisted a lot of students and travelers all over the world to their destination country. So, if this is your first time here, kindly like this video, comment, and subscribe. Comment if you have any question, you can comment. And if you are new here, just share, just subscribe to this channel and subscribe to this channel. And so, guys, yesterday I couldn't come live. Yesterday I couldn't make it, so I had to reschedule it to today. So I know right now it's 7 p.m. in Ghana right now. So I'm sure by now most of you guys have closed from work, closed from school, wherever you work. Um, so sorry for the break. I just have to take some time off. I was really tired. I just have to make some time for myself as well, and just to recover and gain back my energy. Talking every day is not easy. Speaking every day is not easy. So I had to just get time for myself as well, relax myself, gain the energy so that I can come this week and we can continue with our live session. So today's topic is how to respond to why this university or why did you choose this university. So as students are preparing for their visa interview, I believe that's one of the questions visa officers mostly ask because you go into a particular, out of the schools you apply, you chose one particular school for the school to send you an I-20. And I think I've made a special video on that. That after admission, what next? After admission, what next? So after admission, all the schools you apply, they're going to email you and send you. They're going to tell you that you've been admitted, and out of the schools that are admitted you, you're going to go through those ones. Most like say that go with the schools with what less funding. The school that you get the highest scholarship, less deficit. Higher scholarship, less deficit. Higher scholarship. So let's say you apply to 4 schools in all. If you apply to 4 schools in all, then I would advise that you go with the school that gave you the highest scholarship or highest funding with a less what deficit. Because if you follow this channel, that is what I always speak about. Get good scholarship. Make sure your scholarship is bigger than what or higher than what your deficit. Because records have shown that students with what full funding or students who had higher scholarship and less deficit, they were the ones that were approved. Higher scholarship, less deficit. So if you apply to 4 schools in all and you are trying to make a decision on but one particular school to choose, guys, can you wait? Let me check if I'm live on oh shit. My can you check if I'm live on Instagram? Let me post my Instagram handle. So if any of you guys can check for me if I'm live on Instagram. Because yesterday I was working on it, but it looks like I don't know. If you can check for me, I just posted my Instagram handle in the comment section. So if anybody can check for me if I'm live on Instagram. Yeah, so out, let's say you apply to first, but minimum it's advisable to apply to 4 schools. Even if you are the best graduating student, apply to what minimum 4 schools. Because if you at least 4 schools, you will know the ones at least some school can give you good funding, some school can give you less funding. So if you apply to minimum of 4 schools, at least you have a fair share. You have a fair share of what the cake, whether this school is going to give you the best offer or not. So out of the 4 schools you apply, then you can now go ahead and say that no, out of the 4 schools, when I did the scholarship, all the scholarship they gave me, this particular university what gave me good funding. This particular university gave me what good funding. So because of that, let me go let me go with the what this particular what university. Let me go with them because that was the school that gave you what a better funding. So I don't know if you go and a visa officer ask you why did you choose this university, and when you are applying to various schools, I know 99% of universities in the US require statement of purpose, with the exception of few schools. Some schools, once they get your transcript and recommendation letters, they can make a decision without even going through your statement of purpose. But many schools, most schools in the US require statement of purpose. And in the statement of purpose, I know you state in the statement of purpose why you chose that school. It's in there. So if you go and the visa officer is asking you why you choose, I think it should be. You see, that's why I mostly say that the visa interview you are going is the whole process, beginning from school application, getting admissions, applying for your I-20, sending code emails, applying for scholarships, like the whole process you went through to where you are to get your I-20, pay your service fee, pay your MRB fee, everything. You are going to the embassy to summarize the whole process. That is why we go for the interview. And that's the reason you're going for the interview. So out of the four schools you applied, this particular school gave you good scholarship. And probably there's a professor there that might be, they gave a research assistantship. So, or graduate assistantship. So because of that, maybe that particular university or this particular university, they went through your transcript or your good grades and they awarded you a very good scholarship. So that's the reason why you're choosing that university. So if you go to the interview and the visa officer is asking you, why did you choose this university? I believe it's very clear that you are choosing this university because of that and that and that. You understand? So I think that's the basic reason why you chose that particular what university. And I believe that that's how most of us are going to respond to that question. Why did you choose this university? And I think I've made a 16 questions visa officers mostly ask and how you're going to answer them. I was able to explain to you and my previous live stream that I've made. Um, so none of you is able to check for me if I'm live on Instagram. Please kindly help me out. I want to check if I'm live on Instagram. Kindly check for me, please. JC underscore consoles. Kindly check for me. I want to know if I'm live on Instagram. Yeah, so I'm planning to also add Twitter or X to the live stream, but it looks like my account had an issue, so I have to report to the Twitter group or Twitter company that this is the challenges I'm facing. I want to because Twitter coming live on Twitter is not free. You gotta pay. So I was willing to pay, but they said initially when I was in K University back in Ghana, I created a Twitter account, but I was not active. And I think it's their policy that if you create a Twitter account and you don't use the app, they will block you. So I think there was a temporary hold on my account. So that is why this time I want to get a premium account and make payments so that I'll be able to come live so that students who are also preparing to study in the US and they are also on Twitter, I can reach them as well. So that at least when I come live, I know I am on four different social media platforms. So for the meantime, I'm only on what? Three, which is YouTube, Facebook, and Instagram. That is why I'm asking if you guys should check if I'm live on Instagram. Yeah, I want you guys to help me out to check if. And TikTok. It looks like with TikTok, I need to go live on TikTok separately and go there so that my subscribers and the viewers on TikTok I can read them. So I don't know. Maybe after this stream, I'll go on TikTok and spend let's say 30 minutes and help them as well, and also let them know that I come live every day on YouTube. So they shouldn't be always expecting on TikTok. I'll come here so that everyone who would like to be coached for free on my YouTube or live stream on other platforms can get the help. Yeah, so guys, so that's basically it. You are the one who knows the reason why you chose that university. So going to the visa officer, and if the visa officer is asking you why this university, so why this university, mostly I ask students that what stands out all the four. Let's say you applied to four schools. So out of the four schools you applied, what stand out of the four schools, and why you chose that particular school. So it can be the class size, it can be the program that you're going to do, and it's the program that you're going to do that makes you be part of the school. Is a particular program. So what is unique about that program in that school that makes the school unique or stand out from the other schools you applied? So that can be your first point. That can be your first point. Or you can also talk about the professor in that particular university, in the department you are interested in, whose research work aligns to you, whether they gave you assistantship or not. Definitely there should be a professor in that school that you like to work with. Yes, there should be a particular. So I remember one time someone was like, I did not get a research assistantship or graduate assistantship, so there's no need to add to my story that there's a professor in that school. No, when you read all the professors' program and your research work you did during your undergraduate education, your research work or your thesis, the topic for your thesis, if there's any professor in that school who that thesis that you did is related, whether they awarded you a graduate assistant or not, you can add it to that story. It's something that the visa officer wants to hear, especially when they ask you why this university. You like to hear a professor in the school that their research work aligns with yours. It aligns with your current profession, the job you're doing. You guys also research into what the professor is also doing. So if you get to the school, and that's the reason why you chose that school. And you can also talk about the scholarships. The scholarship you are awarded, you can talk about it. This particular university gave you this amount of what. For me, I remember I said it point blank that I chose my school because one, there's a professor in the school. They had the best chemistry. When it comes to Connecticut, my school has the best chemistry department with their state-of-the-art laboratory. I spoke about number one, and that makes them unique from the other schools that I applied. Number two, I spoke about the professor I was going to work with, which is Professor Erica Barnes, whose research work is into environmental pollutants, because I was an environmental chemist, and her research work is also in the environmental pollutants or heavy metals in fuel or heavy metals that pollute the environment. So I was working at Comfort Teaching Hospital where we were testing quality of water so that people who drink our water will be free from communicable diseases. So where I work, the research I did during my undergraduate and the professor, all these things align. So that's the reason I chose that university. And I was awarded a research assistantship because I sent code emails to this professor. My research work aligns with her. And I was awarded a graduate research assistantship of $12,000. This university gave me a Dean Scholars Award because of my research publication of an amount of $4,000. And the last scholarship I was awarded was the Southern Fellowship Award. Southern Fellowship Award, which was also $4,000. So when the visa officer asks you why you chose, these are some of the things you need to talk about. Their program structure is very flexible as compared to the other schools. The program structure is flexible. Some of the schools, their master's is 2 years. Within 1 year, you are done with your program. The following year was your research. Just do research, and you are done. The program is very flexible. The class size, teacher to student ratio is 1:10 or 10:1. Student to teacher ratio. You understand? So just go to your department, read about the department, and what makes the department unique from the other schools. And just if you go and they ask you, just tell the visa officer. And that's it. So guys, I have the link in the comment section. If any of you who is ready for the mock interview, just pick it up and let's wrap it up. Okay? And let's keep it going. Let's keep it rolling. See me rolling. Yeah, so if anyone on the platform, if you have any questions about how to respond to the question, why this university, you can just come live or submit your your questions in the comment section. And I just pinned the link. If any one of you who is interested or preparing for your interview, and I wish everyone going for your interview all the best. I wish you best of luck. If you are preparing for your interview, I wish you the best of luck. Yeah. I learned many students were denied. I've been talking about this issue every day. That every day, I know every day, like 100 students go to the visa for their visa, student visa, or go to the US embassy every day, like 100 students. And out of the 100 students, 80 plus are being denied. 80 plus. 80 plus are being denied. It's not a joke. Today, if you guys were in the study abroad, I saw it. One guy posted it today. The denial rate was massive. It's massive because they don't train themselves. They will come live. They will not join. They will not put the link. God. I don't know if you are the one who has paid service fee, MRF fee. Me, I'm not gonna talk plenty. This week I'm a born again person. I'm a born again person, so I don't want to talk much. If you come live and you don't join the live stream, it's your own. You come live. Data is expensive in Ghana. Time in America is expensive because I would have used this same time to do something I can make money. But I want to assist you. JC Consult, we are here to minimize the denial rates in Ghana and other countries. We are here to reduce it. That's why we are doing the mock interview. I always say that the difference between the white man and the black man is knowledge. There's no difference. There's no difference. And the white man has their embassy. They are telling you that these are the requirements we need to follow. So whether you pray or not, if you pray and you're not following principles, forget. It will not work. Your prayers will not work. You see, it's very true, dear. A friend got denied today. And ask your friend, how many times was that friend? How many times did they join the mock interview? You come and you're hiding under this thing. So if you guys want us to stop, because I paid $250 just to use this live, just to come live. I paid convert that money to studies. $250. Convert that money to studies just to able to come live and teach you guys. But when you come, and I'm seeing 11 people, I have the link. So I don't need even to talk about this. I don't need to tell you there's a link. For me, anytime I come live, I put the link in the comment section. So when you come live now, you are eager for somebody who is spending time with you to help you. You tap on the link. I don't need to even talk about tapping on the link unless the person is a new person here. If the person is a new person, it's a different. For that one, because I've seen people test me that they don't know how to join me live. Join me on the live stream. So if I said that, I have the link, but if you've been here, you don't need for me to wait to tell you. The moment you come, you join me live, just tap on the link and what? Let's because there's no time. The denial rate is high. I know. After taking my visa, after taking it took like almost 2 weeks before I got my visa from DHL. So when I went for my interview, and I was approved, I just had to I was still hanging around the embassy because I was living with my brother, and my brother was the Burma camp. He was a military man at the Burma camp. So I was still hanging around. And every day I was going to the embassy. And what I'm telling you right now, that's the same thing. Because I remember after my interview, I was going to the embassy and I'll be there speaking, and people will surround me. It was more like I was doing evangelism. I was doing visa evangelism. That was what I was doing. Visa evangelism. If you know what is burning inside me to be doing this, you don't know, and I can't explain much to you. There's something burning within me to come help you. But you that I'm here to help, you're not even willing to help yourself. So how do you go and get your visa approved? There are rules and regulations. But one thing about we Africans is that we don't want to obey rules and regulations. US Embassy is saying as part of your visa process, if you are I-20 and everything is, you need to come through what a visa interview. Come and express yourself. That the process you did, whether you did it yourself or somebody did for you. You understand? That is why we are here. So if you go and you're not able to speak well, they will deny you. They will deny you. So somebody is sacrificing. Somebody is sacrificing that. Let me help you. It's free. I'm not taking any money. Let me help you out so that you can get a visa, so that your dream will come to pass. Me too, my dream is to what? Reduce the number of denier. Denier in Ghana is so high. Help me. Let me help me. Let my dream that the denier will be reduced so that you get your dream and come to America. Me, I'm already here. And I want more people to join me. That's why I'm here doing live. So if you come, we are spending just an hour and 1 hour, 30 minutes here. So we come, and every day I have a topic for discussion. The reason why I discuss topics is that the reason why people are denied. I've written down all those things. Because why this university? Visa officer will ask you. There's a high probability. Because you are coming to the US to go to school. You apply to more schools. There's one particular university you choose, and the school issued the I-20 for you. You understand? So there's a likelihood that the visa officer will ask you, why this university? Victor said, hi, JC, I'm new here. So Victor, just check the comment section, and I'm just send you the link. The link is right here. You can tap on the link. I just posted a link. You can tap on it and you can join us. You can join us. So guys, if you pay service fee, visa fee, and you come live and you're not joining me on the stage for us to ask you questions to train yourself, then I don't know why you joined us. Yeah, so Roxanne said, let's continue. Can we create a bro? You see, if I'm talking, I'll bend my head. I've shared this live stream I'm on more than 50 study abroad. I'm more than 50 of them. I have more than 50 study abroad groups. I have shared this live stream on all the platforms. So Roxanne, it's not that the people are not aware. They are aware. They are aware. You pay visa fee and you sleep and you think you go and you be approved. It doesn't work that way. That is why, even if you're fully funded, we know that if you're fully funded, your chances are high. But if you're fully funded and you don't train yourself, or you have a good scholarship, let's say 80% or 70%, and if you're not going through mock interview to train yourself, you'll not be approved though. People, you want to go, it's the Ghanaians and Africans, we just love to complain. I was denied. US Embassy, they are biased. The visa officer doesn't like me. Complaining. And that's what we know. We like to complain. The solution is there. We are alive to solve that problem so that it will help you. You will not join, but you go, you'll be denied. You go around complaining. You go around complaining. But even if you come the second time and you're still not training yourself the second time, my friend, well, Ben Roxanne, let's roll it. Those who are serious, you help them. If you're not serious, you can just be a spectator. You watch and you go, and yeah. So Obed, let's. If Obed is done and nobody joins, I'll end the live stream and Charlie, I'll go and make money. I'll go and make money because
Joshua,
you guys appreciate what I'm doing. Yeah.
Oh,
so,
we appreciate it. I think me, for example, I'm going to take this personally and reach out to friends. I don't really know why people are not really joining. I think I don't know if he has to
it's
do
not
with
about
that.
it's not that people are not joining. Even if right now I'm seeing 12 people live, and all the 12 people that come, I want you to join me on stage. Even if you are even waiting for your 20, come and tell us. You see, the boldness to even join me. People are just afraid. And if you're afraid, that is how you're going to repeat at the embassy. The embassy, that's embassy is like if you enter the embassy, it's like if you enter the cemetery. That's how the embassy is. It's like if you enter the cemetery. And the movies that we watch about cemetery, that you see spirits, and even our comedy movies, you see that somebody will come wear white, put cotton in the nose and all that. So that's putting a picture. But I've seen people sleep on the people's tomb at the cemetery, and they sleep overnight. Nothing has done to them. If somebody die physically, they cannot be alive. They are in the spiritual realms. So if you have a mindset that, even on the tomb, the spirit cannot come and do me anything. You sleep there for years, nobody will. And that is how the embassy is. If you enter the embassy, the place is the air conditioned there, so the place is calm, it's like mortuary. Let me put not even cemetery, the mortuary. If you ever been to the mortuary, that's how the place is, and the place is quiet, calm, peaceful. So if you are there and you are not very bold, bro, that's how a lot of people will come. They will see that in front of them, or when they were in the queue, these officers were denying people, and it affected them. How? Because you do not train yourself. If you train yourself and you're very bold, other people deny, or those in front of you, that deny doesn't affect you. It doesn't affect you. But you don't train yourself. You are the message, you are shaking. I know one guy. I remember when I went for my interview. Is it the first time? There was one guy. He was giving a document to the visa officer, and this was how his hand was shaking. This was how he was giving the passport and I-20 to the visa officer, and he was shaking like this. He was shaking. Why? He did not join a mock interview. His boldness level is so low. You understand? And then it's like a spiritual transition. Because when you go to the embassy and you are approved. I mean, when I went the first day and I was denied, it was more like my spirit left me to hell. That was the feeling. I was so frustrated, like it wasn't easy. Because I had returned from Cyprus. I went to school there and I had a lot of issues. I got back to Ghana. The day I landed in Ghana, the following day, I got a call. My sister is dead. My biological sister, she was dead. And after the funeral, after all going through all this, even getting money to pay visa fee was a problem. Because I was outside and most of my money went to my sister's funeral. My sister, today's bills. So me as a blogger, I mean, every Ghana, I was broke because all my money I had to use to save my sister's life. So I had to, my cousin gave me money to pay visa fee. It was not easy. And all this, even we were training a mock interview. I spoke so well, but no funding. The visa officer denied me. And I stood at the embassy for almost 4 hours. Because it was that time, like, I was shuttered down. And what I went through, I don't want you to go through. That is why we are here to help you. And the second time, when I went and was approved, come and see. I trained myself so well, and it was a full tuition waiver. You understand? And when I was approved, my nerves were down, my brain, everything was like, it was like angels were around me. But the first time I was denied, I was at the hell. You understand the two? It's a mixed feeling. It's a two feeling. But whatever the feeling will be, it will depend on how well you train yourself. So if you come and you are hiding, okay, I think I've spoken enough. Obed Roxanne, mute yourself. Let's keep it rolling.
Thank you very much, Joshua.
You help them. Those two don't want to
So,
come.
so please, those on the live stream, just help yourself. Let's help ourselves. Just click on the link so that you join Joshua on the platform and at least get ourselves prepared. Like he indicated, myself, when I first did an interview here, I wasn't done with the transcripts, and I was also going through his 17 questions on YouTube. I had not answered them all. I was going through them, and I did my first interview. I think he advised I go back to listen. I listened and I did my transcripts again, and I'm still in the process. And now I'm through with the transcripts. So I keep joining every day so that I would share what I've done and to get correction. So those of us who are not on the stage, please let's all join so that even if you are, then we can take so that in as much as possible, when we are all approved, we become one family. I remember this guy very much. Is it Edu? The guy who is going for people, him so much, and I got to know him on this platform. So please, in as much as I start, I would entreat all of us to enjoy so that we can move ahead as a family. So Joshua, I'm ready to share what I have put across so far regarding my transcript and what I came up upon listening to your 17 questions interview.
Yeah, so yes, as he said, we don't beat anybody. Oh, who is that? Can you? Oh, who is that? I think it's Victor. Yeah. So whatever process you've got into, just come. Yeah, we don't kill anybody. We don't beat anybody. You come, we talk. Wherever you've got into the application process, you can tell us. Even if you're not ready or you're not ready for the interview, just come and tell us where you. So the boldness to just come, Krano, is the plus that you can do well when you are fully what prepared. You understand? Come and join. Tell us. Be bold. Don't be hiding under the live stream. Oh, there's a feedback coming. Yeah. Okay. Obed, let's keep it rolling. I think it's
Thank you
from.
very much for this
I think
opportunity.
the feedback is coming from your side. I think the
But can
feedback.
you hear me?
Yeah, we can hear you, but we are getting the feedback. Yeah, so let's talk. What are you going to do in the US?
So I'm going to the United States to pursue a 2-year Master of Science degree in accounting at East Carolina University, located in Greenville.
How did you hear about this university?
I first heard about East Carolina University from a study in the US summit that I attended at Kempinski Hotel, organized by the Graduate Management Admission Council in collaboration with UKIAS to educate students on opportunities to study abroad and specifically on the United States universities that offer business courses. So this is how come I first heard about East Carolina University. After that, I scheduled a meeting with the program director of East Carolina University in the person of Leonard Mansfield to discuss my academic plans with him. And upon this discussion, I realized that East Carolina University was the best fit for me to pursue my master's degree in accounting.
How many skills do you apply?
I applied to 2 schools, University of Texas Rio Grande, located in Brownsville, and also East Carolina University. I chose East Carolina University because East Carolina University offered me an out-of-state tuition waiver and also a scholarship opportunity, which will help offset 100% of my tuition costs. And also, East Carolina University offered me the opportunity to work as a graduate assistant with the director of the College of Business, Professor Linda Quick, where I would help, together with her, I will help oversee undergraduate coursework and their grading. Being under her learning and tutelage would help improve my professional development as a student. Also, East Carolina University has a prestigious research center known as the Bureau of Business Research, which makes its MSc accounting program highly ranked in the USA. And lastly, I chose East Carolina University among the schools I applied because East Carolina University offer a flexible curriculum where they usually invite expertise from the accounting industry quarterly to the school to update all the accounting students on whatever improvisation that is happening in the financial industry.
Why did you choose this program?
I already have a background degree in accounting, graduating with a first class degree from the University of Professional Studies. And being in the financial industry, I've identified that our corporate institutions here in Ghana, especially those who have cross-border presence outside Ghana, outsource preparing their consolidated financial statements to assurance agencies. This program would build me expertise on preparing cross-border financial statements so that upon my graduation and returning to Ghana, I'll leverage on this skill set to help our corporate institutions prepare their own financial statements rather than outsourcing them, which is a problem that they currently face in the industry. And additionally, to align with the 5-year strategic vision of my current employer, First Atlantic Bank, we are currently extending our branches from 35 to 42. This program, together with my 5 years working experience, positions me as a capable candidate for future management roles in one of our expanding branches. This is why I chose to further my education in masters in accounting.
What will this program do for you?
This program will build my expertise, especially on preparing cross-border financial statements, so that upon graduation, I would return to Ghana to help our corporate institutions prepare their own consolidated financial statements with the set skills that I'll gain from this program. And also, it will position me as a capable candidate to gain a future management source with one of our expanding branches at First Atlantic Bank, given that we are expanding from 35 branches to 42. And this program is a much required addition to our strategic plan. And this role will be a much required addition to our strategic plan.
What do you do for a living?
I work as an accounting assistant with First Atlantic Bank. My duties include preparing end of day financial reports for our 5 branches. I process vouchers. I review interest payments and also review tax deduction files and also review tax deduction settlements file into our ledger postings.
How are you going to pay for your deficit?
I have been awarded an out-of-state tuition waiver of 13,200, and also upon submitting a competitive scholarship, I was awarded a merit gold scholarship of 10,800. This scholarship will help offset 100% of the in-state tuition of 9,908 that I am required to pay. And to work as a graduate assistant, I would receive $9,000 in allowance. Having worked with the United Nations Development Program and a profitable institution like First Atlantic Bank, I have savings in excess of $14,000, which will help offset my deficit of 11,337 that I'm required to have. And also, while in the USA, I would earn extra income through my property rentals of 12,000 Ghana cedis monthly, which is more than enough for me to attend this program.
So why the US and not your home country? Why do you want to study in the US and not your home country?
USA accountants have proven expertise when it comes to preparing consolidated financial statement because the USA houses the head office of many businesses around the world. So the accountants in the US is skilled. They are skilled when it comes to preparing consolidated financial statements for business. And also, this would build my learning from them is very important for me because this will build my expertise when it comes to preparing cross-border financial statements and position me in a better place to help our Ghanaian business prepare their own financial statements rather than outsourcing them to assurance agency, which is a problem that the industry currently face. Also, the United States Masters in Accounting program in the United States are accredited by the Association to Advance Collegiate School of Businesses, which makes the Masters in Accounting degree highly ranked in the world. Also, the United States Masters in Accounting program are interdisciplinary, such that it integrates the use of computerized accounting tools to prepare financial statements. And once I have expertise regarding utilizing computerized accounting tools to prepare my financial statements, it will give me a better leverage and position me well to help my organization and also to solve the problem that our industry have.
Have you traveled outside your home country?
No, please. I have not had a reason to travel. On this will be my first time.
Are you married?
I'm not married, please.
Do you have kids?
No, please. I do not have kids.
Okay, thank you for coming.
Thank you, sir.
Though I will say thank you for coming, but I don't know if the interview, the visa officer will give you a remarks, will give you a remarks of whatever you are saying, and they'll tell you either you are approved or denied. For me, I'm not. We are here to train you. You understand? And if there are questions you're gonna make, but the real judgment will come from what the visa officer. That's why when you come and things are not very well, we after the interview we correct you. Do this next time. Come back again this way. Then we shape you. I cannot make the judgment. The judgment is in what? The visa officer. I was in the hands of what? The visa officer. So I think you keep coming and I think generally you are doing well. You just need to keep going through the 16 questions. And I think there is a video, what to say. I've made a video, what to say and what not to say at the interview. So you just go through my channel, anything about interview, just watch such videos. It will go a way to help you out. And not only my video, you can go to YouTube. The other people have done videos that can help you. Just me, I want you to get a visa. Me, that's the main thing. Don't only focus only on my channel. There are people who have done a lot of videos about visa interview that can help you. Me, I remember when I was going for my interview, they were at YouTube channel. I was not sleeping. Oh, hey God, I was not sleeping from 12 a.m. because I wanted to make use of what midnight bundle. So from 12 a.m. to 4 a.m. when it ends, that 4 hours, I was making good use of it. I'm watching videos. Well, I'm not doing the daytime. MTN, if you want to watch a video, you are dead. The internet the bundle will go finish. So I was just managing my data during the day, just replying tests and the videos on YouTube. I'll do that at midnight, sending code emails at midnight. I'm going through university site everything midnight. So me, I was not sleeping. I was not sleeping. Working hard to make sure my dream comes to pass. So if you are sleeping and you mock interview, you not join. Watch videos on YouTube, you not do. I'll give you assignment. Go to the 16 questions, get a jotter, pen, right? You not do. So you yourself, you should know the response the visa officer will give you. So Roxanne, I think you know you did well. I'll ask you to learn more. And if you're on the study abroad pages, just go through transcripts. Going through transcripts like what do you call it? What do you call this? Visa interview transcripts. People will go for the interview, they will come and they will share their experience. And most of them are trending on what? Most of them are trending on the study abroad pages. So just go. Because I think I'm seeing one here. I don't want I'm seeing one here. So there are transcripts that you need to go through. And I think this person went for the interview today, 24th, and he was approved. So let me go through it and let's all listen and probably can help us. So his interview was 12 p.m. and the school was Western Michigan University. And the program was Masters in what? Statistics. Funding is a full-time graduate assistantship. So he looks like mostly, I think it's a full scholarship. So he said, I honestly don't know if mine requires a transcript because she kept cutting me. That's why the last time I came live, those, especially you, open like this, that I know that you're very good, you're improving. So I ask you a question, I will not allow you to finish, I cut you. Because I say that the visa officer, they want facts. So it's not about talking or it's not about you being bold. If you are bold and you are speaking articulately and you're not speaking facts, he will deny you.
Okay.
You understand? Yes.
Yes, sir.
So that's why I'm saying go through the 16 questions and get the facts right. Some of you, why this university, you talk some plenty things without talking about the scholarship the school awarded you. You're not talking about the professor you're going to work with. You're not talking about the research of the professor, how it aligns. You don't talk about these things, but you write blah 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 blah. You cut you and give you a remark that I did not get any points from what he said. That's how the visa officer, when they ask you a question, they'll be typing. They are giving you
Joshua,
uh-huh.
I think this time around, I don't know if you would comment on why this school. So I did say that they offered me an out-of-state tuition with a scholarship opportunity and to work as a GA with the professor of the College of Business, the director. So I think that's the answer to it. Or
That's it.
Yeah,
That's
you
what the
advise
visa
that
officer
you
want to
bring
hear.
that one first.
Yes,
Initially I was just rattling on they have a good curriculum.
They have a good curriculum. It's not bad. Nobody say that is bad. But start with the great points, your strength. You understand? So when you go, there are people behind you. So the business officer can cut you anytime. You understand? So come out with the great points. Somebody, I think someone came. He was awarded a good scholarship, but he was writing, and you put the scholarship at the last end. The business officer would not have time. There are people two behind you in the queue. So, bro, you talk 1, 2, 3 within 5 to 10 seconds. If you are speaking and you're not giving the points, the visa officer will ask you different questions and score you a point. And you will remark, he said that this boy spoke blah 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 blah. He never give me any facts, so he scored you 0 there. So that question he scores 0. So if you're asking you 4 questions and let's say 3, you are not giving facts, but you are talking. Yeah, it's a denial straight up. So you speak facts. Don't just go and speak. Speak facts. The school has a curriculum. It's a good thing. But you should go to the latter part and your scholarship. You understand?
Yes.
Super. You understand? Yeah. So let me continue with the transcript here. He said, I honestly don't know if my requires transcript because she kept coming. I was only asked 2 questions, which I wasn't even given the chance to respond adequately. You see? You see, this person went today. She was not given the chance to respond. You people, me, I've been there. Them, I've been there. These transcripts, I've gone through more than 200 transcripts. So me coming live, I know the experience I have, and I know what I'm sharing with you guys. You understand? So let's continue. The first question, this officer, tell me about your program. Isn't it part of the 16 questions I told you that they normally ask? Is it part or it's not?
It's part. I think the study plan. So you can go around that.
Yes.
So my program
tell me about this program.
A master's degree in accounting that requires that I complete a comprehensive 30-hour credits. In the first year of my program, I'll be pursuing courses that include corporate reporting, financial management, advanced taxation, and also advanced auditing. In my second year, I'll be completing courses like computerized accounting, financial management 2, and advanced taxation 2. And also in my third semester, which is my frafra.
You let me continue.
Okay, sure.
Either you need to always be joining us. And I always say that. Tell me about the program, or why did you choose this program? Tell me about the credit hours is not bad. And I'm always say that every program is targeted at solving a particular problem. What problem have you identified in your community? That's why you want to go to school and gain knowledge to solve that. You understand? So this person said, my program requires a minimum of 32 credit hours. The video cuts in. And the video went to the second question. How did you get your scholarship or your assistantship? Haven't I been asking this question? How did you get your scholarship? I've been asking. And this is the same question this officer asked. And he said, I was submitted a competitive application which comprises of my academic transcript, my degree, said video cut again. Because your transcripts and this officer, when you do pay like so you cut you. She then asked a follow-up question if it was interview based, and I said no. That you see, sometimes some of the schools, before they give you an assistantship, they need to interview you before they're able to conclude that this student is really need this scholarship or not. So the visa officer asked if it was interview based, and he said no. And he said, congratulations, your visa has been approved. Take this white sheet. So if you go and you are approved, they'll give you a white sheet which follows the instruction DHL. So if they give you any other sheet, and if you are approved, the sheet is just half of what it's like half page of what this is the A. Is it A4? This is the A4 sheet, yes. So if you are approved, they'll give you half, like a half paper like this, if you are approved. But if you are denied, they'll give you the same white sheet, but it's a long one. That contains a 214B, instructions to follow that you've been denied. So if the paper they are going to give you is a long one, a straight paper like this, you are denied. But if it's a short one like this, and they cut into 2, and it's like this, you have been approved. So she got approved. You understand? Yeah, so who is next? Let's take the next person. So if you're done with the next person, then we go to
Joshua. Sorry, you didn't comment on my interview. I want to.
No, yeah, I tell you, you've done well. You've done well. Keep coming. Yeah, keep coming.
Sure.
Go as that I'm saying. Don't only get through these transcripts. Go through them. Those
Yes,
who were
yes.
denied, you ask yourself, why do you think they were denied? If you don't have any idea, you can forward it to somebody that they can help you. Why do you think this person got denied? Like that's what I was doing. I
Okay.
remember my friends, we forward transcript, we read, then we share ideas. We are sure this particular, he said this, that's why he was denied. Like you need to be passionate about this interview. Those who went for you see where you want to get to, people have been there before, or people went and they were denied. So get their transcript, do their research. Why were they denied? Those who are approved, what do you think made them approved? Go online. When you go for the interview, say this, don't say that. I've made even a video on that. Go through them. You need to be so passionate about and gain knowledge. I always say the difference between a white man and a black is knowledge. If you have the knowledge, you go, you pass. So please, the next person should unmute themselves and let's keep going. So I think every interview, once we are done with each interview, we will go through it. The transcript, one of the transcripts, I'll share with us. Then we go through, and I think some of even those who were denied, we will share it. Then we all unmute ourselves. We all share idea why this person was what denied. We go through it. Maybe this week I'll be chipping in what these kind of transcripts, and it's gonna help us. It's more like a Pasco. If you are going to write WASI or BC, what do? You go through what past questions, and that's what we are doing here. So people who have been to the embassy, whether they were denied or approved, we go through their questions and how they respond, their responses were. Then we all discuss about it. So yeah. So who's the next person? Let's keep it rolling.
Hello, Mr. Joshua.
Yeah,
Please, I have a question. This Portia.
for sure. All right, keep it going.
Yes. I wanted to ask, what's the difference between when you ask the question like, "Tell me about this program and why did you choose this course"? Is it two different questions, or you can say the same thing?
I think they are the same thing. You're gonna answer it the same way. So why this course? Like, no, it's not even about. Mostly they can. Why this program? In the US they call it program, and the courses is a program, and under each program there are courses you do under it. That's how they mention it. So my program is what chemistry. That is my program of study. Program of study. That's even on I-20 is written on it. Program of study. MS chemistry. That's the program. So under each program there are courses you do. So for me under chemistry, I'll be doing organic chemistry, inorganic. These are what courses. That is why if you remember, when I ask you why this program, I always say that every program is targeted at what solving a particular problem. So you can talk about the class hours, 30 credit hours, whatever. Then you go ahead and tell the visa officer you want to learn because you've identified a problem in your community. You like to gain knowledge and skills to solve that problem. You understand? So if the visa officer go ahead and ask you, tell me some of the courses you'll be taking, then I can say, oh, if I'm doing chemistry program, I'll be taking courses like what? Organic chemistry, inorganic chemistry, maths for chemistry. These are what courses. So please, you need to know the difference between courses and program. Don't go there and when the visa officer go ask why, tell me the courses, then you'll be telling them why you chose the program. You need to have a clear mind on it. I hope you answered.
Yes. Thank you.
You're welcome.
Please, I'm ready for my interview. I don't know if
Okay. So what are you going to do in the US?
I'm going to the USA to pursue a Master of Science in Nonprofit Management with a specialization in nonprofit management at Worcester State University.
Why did you choose this university?
I chose this university because it offers unique programs that met my preference, and this is aligned to my career goal. The school has professors who are expertise in nonprofit management, like Dr. Shiko Gato, who has a similar research interest in nonprofit management and whom I'll be working with. Also, the topmost priority of the faculties in the school is to see students successful and to also ensure that they become a better version of themselves. And this, in turn, will improve my learning experiences as well at Worcester State University.
How did you hear about this university?
I did a lot of research online using the usnews.com and the Masters portal. And also, a professor from my previous university also introduced me to Peterson's Guide, which has a list of accredited universities from the USA. And after my research, Worcester State was the best choice for me.
How many schools do you apply to?
I applied to two schools, that is Kogart Business School and Worcester State University. But I chose Worcester State University because it offers unique programs that met my preference, and this is aligned to my career goal. The school also has professors who are expertise in nonprofit management, like Dr. Shiko Gato, who has a similar research interest in nonprofit management. And also, the topmost priority of the faculties in the school is to see students successful and also ensure that they become a better version of themselves. And this in turn will improve my learning experiences as well.
What will this program do for you? Or
Okay,
what are
so
your plans after school?
my plans after school is to return to my home country to embrace my family and to also make effective use of the skills and knowledge I've been equipped with to impart and lead a team of employees on the strategies to be adopted to help diversify and explore other external sources of funds to help my organization achieve its funding goal to reduce the rate of depending heavily on the government. And also, I'll be returning to make effective use of these skills and knowledge to impart in my clothing and wig business that I have, whilst also partaking in the community building projects to help the needy widows in my country.
How are you going to pay for your deficit?
My husband will be sponsoring my education. He works as an electrical engineer at the Electricity Company of Ghana, and he also creates cable lanes for some telecommunication organizations and institutions in my home country. He also has some electrical shops spread in my home country, and I've also received a steady leave with pay from my organization, which they intend to help in case of any difficulties. And I also have a personal fund as well.
Have you got opportunity to travel outside the country?
No, this will actually be my first time.
What do you do for a living?
I'm working as an HR assistant at Ghana Geological Survey Authority. And some of my duties are I work hand in hand with the HR manager to perform duties such as recruitment and selection of the right applicants for the job, performance management, training and development of employees, employee management through conflict resolutions as well.
Are you married?
Yes, I am married with a 3-year-old daughter.
So, who's going to take care of your children when you travel?
Whilst I am away, I have a nanny and my mother with also my husband, so they'll be taking care of my home whilst I'm away. But I plan to return during vacation to spend time with my family.
Hmm. I can see you are rich. All right, thank you for coming.
Thank you too.
No, Obi a wakwa over there. Say this cow.
Oh. Hmm.
So, guys, how do you see an interview? I think you don't have scholarship at all, right?
Yes, I haven't received any scholarship at all, at all.
So that's always say that those without funding at all, is best.
Um,
There's okay, someone is speaking. All right, so go ahead.
so I think Portia, I listened to the whole of your interview, and so I only have 3 comments on your interview. Generally, you did very well, but I think you.
Hello?
I think his network is bad.
Oh,
Please, can you hear me?
Yeah, we can
yes.
hear you now.
I'm saying that my first comment will be
It looks like his network is bad.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I think I always talk about this lady who came. Her name was Stacey Asamoah, and the reason why I
Please,
keep
can you hear me?
mentioning, yeah, we can
Yes,
hear
we
you.
can hear you now.
Yeah, so I was saying that regarding the funding, you are saying that your husband is going to fund you. We don't know if his annual income that he earns and for how long he has earned, for how long he has worked, if he's in a good position to be able to cover your cost of attendance. You didn't give us that information, how much he earns, and also your steady leave that you are going to receive. We don't know the details as to whether it is 1,000 Ghana cedis a month or $500. We have no details, and which percentage or how much of your cost of attendance is going to be able to cover. So those informations that you left out makes your how are you going to fund your studies very general and gives no idea of how you'll be in a good position to fund yourself. I don't know if you get me. That's the first comment.
Yes, I get you very well on that side. And I think I've been on this live. This is my fourth time. Yes. And actually I have the bank statement, but I'm yet to get my annual income. That is why I didn't include it in it for now. And also my steady leave. It will be for a duration of 2 years. So I'll be receiving, let's say, approximately, let's say, $600 every month.
Yeah, so you're supposed to tell us. So I think you have to
Yes,
reconstruct that
I'll
aspect
add
very
that.
well. Yes, and the second one has to get to do with your all these programs, your post study plans. You did mention that when you come, you are going to help improve your community. I don't know if I heard community. I mean, so if currently you are heading an NGO or something, you can just be a bit specific with that regard so that the visa officer knows that you already have a position or you're already in such an NGO, and that when you come, you are just going to use your because you made it very general. So I think that's the two that I would want to bring out. So maybe
Yeah.
Okay,
So
I'm not
yes, I take note of it, and I think
okay,
kindly
but
make
I
the
wanted
list
to say
first.
something.
Okay, go ahead.
I'm not already in an NGO, but this is a project I want to embark on to help the needy widows in my community because of a problem I have seen that I want to solve. So aside impacting my organization and also my personal self, I also have that plan of helping the needy widows, probably in taking care of their children, maybe to help them to get more ideas about this free education that is ongoing. Because the reason why I wanted to embark on this project is I realized mostly, especially those that they lose their husbands, whereby no funds is readily available, properties are being taken away from them, and they find it very difficult to take care of the kids that has been left behind. That is why I want to embark on this project to help improve the standard of living of the needy widows, especially with their children.
okay, sure. So Joshua, over to you. Anyone else
Any,
too?
any else, any other person to also criticize or suggesting any comment? Yeah, I think as I said earlier, especially those who don't have those who don't have scholarship at all. There has been only one person whose story has touched me, and I know that for her story, she for her story, like the chances of like we're increasing the chances. Let me put it that way, because if you don't have funding, you need to have other ways to increase your chance. And her name was Stacey Asamoah. So why am I always talking about her? Because I think honestly she has zero funding or something like that. I don't know if you guys remember her, zero funding, but she even went to UK and she was denied because it looks like the visa officer was like, why didn't you have your interview in Ghana and you came to the UK? And she said she came for a visit. And her mom has given her a check of her first year fees, a check. You understand? A check of her first year fees. You see? So if the and she said the check was ready. So if the visa officer like, oh, can I have a proof of it? The visa officer can check it because zero funding, and you just bring bank statement. You see, that's always say that those without funding, there has been situation. There's a school here, University of New Haven. It's a private university, and I know most of you guys know about it. I talk from practical because I've been in this journey for a long time, and people have called me and shared their stories with me. That's why I'm using this platform to also tell you about the stories. A lot of students come to that school, they don't go to school. So if they're not going to the school, that's why every student on your I-20, there's a service number. This service number is unique to what that school and you. It's a number given to you, particular from the USCI, which is what US immigration. So if you come and because of school fees, you can't pay and you don't go to the school will report what the USCIS. I'm trying to assist many people to reduce that incident that you don't come to school, then they report you to the immigration. Then you'll be hovering around it. If you hear wow, then you are afraid. You understand? Because you think maybe the immigration and the police are coming after you. You understand? So they will send information to the USCIS, and the USCIS every year they make a survey. Every year, all the students who couldn't go, and the school will give reason why they did not come. And it's mostly, I can say 90%. It's mostly they can't pay fees. That is why in Ghana the denial rate is always high. Because you and I know that's why Porsche, I was saying that the last time we how are you going to pay for your deficit? We did a live stream on how you are going to pay for your deficit. And I was like, your deficit, that amount, multiply by 3 or 4, convert that amount you got after the multiplication by 3 or 4, then you convert that to cedis. So if your husband is sponsoring you and that money is not your, it's a denial straight up. I don't know if Portia, you did the assignment. And I even asked you if your husband's money is not enough, then get an extra what? It can be your father, somebody, an extra sponsor to sponsor you.
I did that, but
Mm-hmm.
I did it. But the issue was actually my father is late,
Not
and
only your
my
father,
uncle
any other
my uncle
person.
that I wanted to add up doesn't really have, he's not even in Ghana, he's in Canada.
Mm-hmm.
So he doesn't really have much in his account. So he was thinking of using land or maybe other properties.
So yeah, family, I know
Yes,
you guys.
use that.
I know you guys have paid your visa fee and everything, but the way forward, especially those, is two things. Those who are, I need to be very serious about this, so that we will try, because my aim is to reduce the visa deniers. That is my aim. So if you are going with zero funding, if you are not having a relative to cater your fees, or it has a very good bank statement, or your sponsor is giving you a check to prove that indeed you they will pay, to sign a check for you to go to the embassy, and if it's not a fake check or a real check, because that check the visa officer can take it and check if it was really issued from the embassy, no, from the bank. So please don't go with a fake check. Or number 3, you get Empower loan to cater for you to pay.
Okay.
Even if your husband or whatever your relative can, this officer is not convinced. So in two things, either no, let me even take the bank statement aside from it. Two things. If you are going with zero funding, either you take Empower or your sponsor is giving you a check that he's willing to pay that 1 year fees. It's two things. If you are not able to do this to the place, if you have zero funding, don't worry yourself. Wait till you get scholarship before you apply for the visa. I need to be frank with you, because we are trying to reduce the denial rate.
Okay.
I don't know if what I'm saying is it makes
Yeah.
sense,
Okay.
because
But Portia,
Yeah.
what can't you you were talking about how do you call it? Your uncle helping you with properties. I can't isn't there, can't you do any documentation to prove that while you are there you'll be earning through rental properties or something? You can't try that aspect. From maybe it was a deed of gift from your father since he passed out or something. Like I know some transcripts like that too.
Because that one too is a great point. Like probably your dad
Yeah,
passed out.
so if you're able to get someone a lands commission or maybe a friend to help you with maybe some 2 acres of land documentation that you can prove to the officer that while you are there, maybe you will be receiving five
Okay,
thousand dollars.
I'm sorry, I'm not cutting you, but I spoke to him about it, and he had almost 6K, that's dollars. And the thing was, I think I went to him earlier on when I was doing my process to see if I can get a bank statement so I can add it to my husband, so I can get two bank statements. That was the plan. But he told me he was not having enough. So I went back to him after the live. I think that was within last week, to talk to him again to see if he has been able to come up with something. And what he said was he is waiting for an amount this week in his account, but he's willing to give out his document. Like he has lands, a lot of lands that we can use. So he's willing to give me, how do we call it, the document to add up to my bank statement, and probably a letter to prove that this, but we don't have the surname, the same surname. I don't know if it's not an issue.
Yeah. So
We don't
so
have.
I think what you are saying, it's still, but US is not a country that deal with documents. Get that
Okay.
one. It's a good point, and it's a good.
Yeah,
US
Portia is
doesn't
not a
deal with
bad girl.
documents. US no more documents. So you see, so if you see the visa officer, you can say, "Oh, your father was giving you. You've been given documents." They don't deal with documents. So
Yeah,
in order
do
to get
a
side, you see,
transfer of deed.
uh-huh.
I'm
What's your
saying that
situation?
she can do
What's your,
I don't know if it's because of my background. When it comes to lands community, you can see, you can help, let them help you do deed of, we call it deed of gift from your father to you, which shows that we will do that, which shows that like you'll be receiving this. Okay, maybe you can try it. I don't want to take you to the bad.
yeah, so but all what you are saying, getting that document and all that. So if truly that document exists or it's real, then the father or the late father or whoever is giving that property to Portia would have signed a check. Me, see, it's two things. So either a check
Okay.
or having empower. So let's say Portia, your situation, you got an empower, and you are using the document Obed is talking about that. Oh, what? How I maybe you're going to, the visa officer ask you, how are you going to pay or repay the empower loan? Oh, when my father died, there was what property in my name, and probably they're going to be selling it, or you're going to make maybe $5,000. That is how you're going to repay, and it makes your story stronger because Empower will be paying. Then you are also thinking about how you're going to pay back Empower. I know the Kobaran side, they are not sorry now, they are very strong. But going to them, getting documents from Land Commission, the officer doesn't have time. You are on I-20, nothing is showing that. Well, if you got Empower, it increase your chance. At least for your tuition will be paid. Well, they know, the visa officer know that we in Africa, we are poor. They know we can't pay the fees. They know, and you and I, we know. We know. And that's what I'm saying. Those who every year there are Ghanaian students or African students who don't go to school. Let's face fast. And the statistics are being sent towards the USPIs. USPIs will email the embassies all over the world. That's how their system works. That every year, this number of students, Ghanaian students, they will write this number, Nigerian students. So the number of Nigerian students, they will send it to Nigeria. That's statistics. And they'll write the reason why they did not. And I can say 90%, they can't pay fees. Let's face facts. Let's face facts. I've seen students who have called me, Charlie, I can't pay the fees. So why there's a Nigerian girl in my school, Nigerian girl. This January, no one to be here. And she called me just 2 weeks ago that she's still owing. You understand? Let's be real. Me, when the first time I was denied, though I was crying on all that, but later I realized that it was for my own good. Because within me, I know I couldn't have paid that money. Let's face facts. And when I did my research, sent code emails, pushing, that's why I was not sleeping. Oh, you people don't know. I was not sleeping because that what happened, it pained me. So I was not sleeping. I was burning midnight candles, sending code emails, researching this school. And by God's grace, the effort I put in, God to help me. That's why the grace of God will shine on you when you are working hard. So if you pray an half hour that God should grace you and you're not working out, please, I'm sorry. You're not joining working to I'm sorry. It will not work. Maybe on my channel, I'll tell you how things work. I've gone through the process and I'm telling you. Yes, so please, I need to make a video on this. Zero funding or partial scholarship. Once the admission comes, you fight for scholarship and it's not fighting. If you fight and it's not fighting, please get Empower to increase your chances. Please, because me, I'm trying to reduce the denial rate in Ghana. It's so much. It's so much. You understand? So we need to step in. So you see, my mock interview is not about asking you questions. It's about reducing the denial. That is my main focus. My main focus is that one. Reducing it. It's not easy. Look at how people are suffering in the country. And I don't know that you pay visa fee. And right now, the visa fee and MRV fee is almost 9,000, almost 10,000 cities. You go and you're denied. Look at the mock interview, your sacrifices. It's not easy. The emotional torture you go through when you are denied, it's not easy. And that is why JC Consult, we are in to help. You understand? So for me, even if you oh God, it's not easy. So let me go through this. This guy was approved today. No, that was 20th, which is 4 days ago. And his time was 1:30, and the cost of attendance is what? 48,000. And the scholarship, 48. The scholarship was what? 38. Huge scholarship. And the deficit is what? 9,000. They'll definitely approve such a person. 9,000 a year. 9,000 is low. So it's MBA, which is Masters in Business Administration, and the university is Case Western Reserve University. I think it's a private university. Hey, so getting scholarship is from a private university. It's not easy. So this guy probably had a good grade. So let's go to hello and smart. Pass her my documents and I-20. So as I was, you pass me your documents. Here we go, say or whatever. The VO smart. She's smart back, and I think it's a chubby lady. She smiled and asked the first question, even without looking at my 20. How did you hear about this school? Haven't I been asking you this question? How did you hear about this school? They will ask you. And he said, I first heard about Case Western University from an online seminar I attended, which was organized by the Graduate Management Admission Council. How did you get your scholarship? Portia, the first day I didn't ask you, and you said you don't have scholarship. Didn't I ask you?
You did.
I did. So media, if you are serious and you listen to what I'm saying, it will help you yourself so that you don't be wasting money. You understand? So I submitted a very competitive application with all the relevant documents such as academic transcripts, certificate, CV, and 2 recommendations. I uploaded a 10 minutes video presentation of my personal, some schools to your personal or statement of purpose. You need to have a video presentation and tell them about how passionate you are about the program and why you want to apply to the school. And I had a series of interviews with the admission team. You see, processes I've gone through before that person was able to secure that good scholarship. So after being impressed with my academic performance and the work experience I've gained so far, I was awarded a merit scholarship of what? It's just merit scholarship. This is not even assistantship. Just merit scholarship of what? 38,000. Not even, you understand, which covers my food tuition and part of my what? Living. So these are the kind of stories visa officers want to hear. How are you funding your education? I have been awarded a merit. So you see, this person answered well. How are you going to fund your education? I will tell them about your scholarship. Then you tell them my deficit of mention. If you are speaking numbers, because this time they're talking about money. And money, when you're talking about money, speaking what? Figures. So he said I've been awarded a merit scholarship of $38,000, which covers my tuition. No. And I wanted to add my fund will be, and the visa officer cut because 9,000 there is low. 9,000 there, he will be able to pay that 9,000. It's low, so the visa officer will cut because I'm so big tempo. But if your deficit is huge, if you have a high deficit, that's why some of you, when you go in, especially those who don't have funding, the visa officer can ask you just one question: how are you going to pay for your deficit? And that's it. But there are a lot of people in the queue. So if you are given that chance to explore yourself or explain yourself that how am I going to pay? God be there and you're not convinced enough. There are a lot of people in the queue, so the visa officer will just, if you don't sound convincing, and the visa said, I'm proving your visa, take this paper and you pick it up at DHL. Yeah. And that was the person was approved. So I think some guys to have how do I join Josie Onuaha? Josie, I've sent you the link in the comment section. Tap on the link and you'll be able to join. Hi, Joshua. I've been trying to join and share my screen, but my network isn't helping me. Try and change your location to help you. I'm waiting for my I-20. So whether you're waiting for the I-20 or not, just come and tell us the process. Please, JC, do you have a WhatsApp group? I have a WhatsApp group. But right now, I'm not even doing anything on WhatsApp. Right now, over the weekend, I was busy. Now I had to get time for myself. So I was able to respond to every message on my WhatsApp. So I know by now everybody who send me message on WhatsApp and my emails right now, I've cleared all my because that's why I couldn't come live. I wanted to have time, relax from my and I was not even working. Yeah, I was not even working. I just wanted to have time for myself and get time for you guys to respond to all your problems and all that. Any other person? Any other person?
So I wanted to ask about the Empower loan.
Mhm.
So how is this done, please? I wanted to ask about it.
I think with Empower, I need to make a special video on that. I need to make a
Because
special with
my
Empower.
interview date is approaching as well.
No,
So
for you there it's late. You can't take Empower because it's late.
it's late.
Because the process will take you like 2 to 3 months before they approve you.
Oh.
If you have like just like 1 month, it's late. It's late. It's late.
Okay.
So for your
I
case,
don't have 1 month. I have like a week more to go.
so okay, so your situation, you can work on you can what do you call it? In order for you to not to incur cost, because I don't hate you. All my viewers, I love everybody. But let's face facts. Process situation, her denial rate is what high. Maybe I like to face facts. So the only way out, so that you don't end up being denied, because your denial rate is what high. Maybe I will tell you. So in order for you not to waste your money, but right now you have an appointment. So once you've had an appointment, yeah, it's gonna be a problem. So I don't know if you can work on the Empower and reschedule your appointment and tell your school you not get a date and you go for spring and work on the Empower and get the Empower. That one. But with Empower, I think there are groups that people with Empower they mean I'm not really I don't know my I don't come with Empower. But I have friends who so unless I make my inquiries, but I think I think it's very simple. Go on YouTube, search how to apply for Empower loan. People have done videos on it. Follow the steps. Go to the Empower website, and first of all, you need to make sure your school falls under what Empower category. That's very important. Check out because Empower is not every school that they would sponsor. Check if your school is not part of the list, then you can now go to what Prodigy Finance. Let me put in the comment section. Prodigy Finance. Prodigy Finance. You can also search on that one. Go on YouTube. Every information you want is on YouTube.
Okay.
Portia, I've just sent the Prodigy Finance.
Okay.
So check if maybe Empower doesn't sponsor your school, probably Prodigy. Or no, it's is it Prodigy or No, I think it's the opposite way.
Yeah, it's Prodigy.
Yeah, Prodigy. Yeah.
My school accepts Empower loan.
Oh, really?
Yes.
Then sure. So just after this live session, go on YouTube, search how to apply for Empower loan. People have done videos. Follow it. Go to the Empower website. Follow the video. So you'll be on the website. You'll be watching. Yes, you'll be on your laptop. And let's say you have your phone. You watch. You follow. You watch. Follow the steps. Get bank statements. Send it to them. Let them do the verification. And if even if it's delaying, so right now the only thing you can do is that then try and I don't know if your chances of rescheduling appointment is over or
I'll have to check because my date is on 8th July.
So the 8th, was it the first time that you go the 8th, or you had the date and you rescheduled to the 8th July date?
It's my first time. It's actually my first time.
You got the first time to the 8th. Then you can reschedule. Yeah, so just, I don't know if you are joining a hunting group. If you don't have any hunting, just send me a message on my WhatsApp number and let me allow you to join. So that if there's October, November, or December date, then you reschedule to spring. Then you inform your school that once you get the date, get the date first before you inform the school. So if you then inform the school, you did not get a date, so you want to defer to what, and you've gotten, let's say, December date. So I think spring will help you get the Empower Finance and the documents Obed was talking about. Get it so that if you are going for the interview during the spring semester, you let the visa officer know that this kind of properties your father left for you. That is how you can sell it, or like to pay the loan. You understand? So at least if you have Empower loan, your chances has increased. So that's what I'm saying. Those who have zero funding, or your deficit is huge, either you are getting Empower or your sponsor is giving a check. If it's not these two things and your sponsor is giving a bank statement, please, Empower. People have all those that they went with bank statement in previous years. Yeah. And they are approved. Yeah, there are some people who came here, they couldn't go to school. So right now the visa officers, they've been updated.
Okay.
Yes.
Someone was asking of my cost of attendance.
How's the cost of attendance?
It was 18K.
18 is down. 18 is not good. At least get Empower. Yeah, get Empower. Isn't your tuition only is 18, or the cost of attendance is 18?
No, my tuition is not 18. My tuition is $4,600.
4,000.
Yeah, tuition and fees.
Hey, then it's low.
Mm-hmm.
Then if you get Empower, dear Charlie, it's gonna help you. If you get Empower, it's really, really gonna help you. Yeah, so please work on it. So So the first step is to reschedule your appointment in the first place. And tonight, do your research on what Empower. Get the needed documents. What documents you need to apply for Empower? Get everything. Do your research on YouTube tonight. Do everything. Join a hunting group. Reschedule the appointment. And yeah, because your service fees, it will expire in 1 year time. So you can use the same service fee for what? Spring. So if you're able to change the date, you don't pay another one. So all these will
and I spoke to the coordinator for my program. I was asking her about graduate assistantship, and she was telling me for now, unless next year. That's what she told me.
Yeah, so once you defer to spring, if all what I'm saying is able to go through for you, then what you're going to do is that when you schedule, when you defer to spring, then you can still be sending code emails to the graduate coordinator, your department head, all the lecturers, and other department that is related to your department. Send code emails. Maybe for spring, maybe you can get an offer. There can be a campus job, because students will be graduating. Those who came for spring, they will be graduating this December. 2 years ago, spring, they will be graduating. And if any of the students had a campus job, they will be graduating. They'll need somebody to fill in for them. You understand? So special code emails. So imagine if you're able to secure a campus job, at least, let's say, out of the 18,000 cost of attendance, you've been able to secure a campus job of, let's say, $8,000. Or the 8,000, at least a year, you've gotten something. Empower is giving you, you have family support, your husband. So you see, you've built a very strong wall that you can pay the fees. But no funding, you come that my husband will sponsor. Like, everybody comes to that same story. Banks, no, make your case unique.
So if I'm supposed to secure a check, like how much is it supposed to be?
So that is $18,000 times 3. That's no. That check there, because that money is only target that what. So even if you have a check, that can only cover your tuition, and that one price enough. So if you're saying your tuition is $4,000, so $4,000, is it 4,000?
4,600.
4,600. So convert 4,600 to cedis. That's a load. If you can get somebody to sign a check that they are going to, the money is ready. The money is here.
That's
don't go and say
69,000.
anything fake. Or genuine check, please. Genuine.
59,000.
59,000 cedis.
69.
Yeah, so if somebody can give you that check, sign, let the person sign. And go, let the visa officer, this is the check, the money is ready. The moment you
And
get
what
it,
if the
you're paying
person
it.
is not related? The same more is not really a problem, or I can just use that
You see, the
personal
reality
funds.
is that if you are married, dear, in life, if that's why me, I will not even advise that a married woman or married man, your father, when you marry, that's why you cut ties. That's why the Bible said when a man marries, you're going to build a new home, a new family. So that means your father will be and your mother will be your extended family. So right now you are married. So if you are married, then that means your husband can't take off you when he went to marry you.
No,
I don't know if you get my situation.
my uncle, he
Wait,
sponsored my
I'm saying
education
that
when I was doing
question
my
doesn't get
undergraduate
answered. I'm trying to
program.
say that when you marry, you are
Yes.
saying that you are grown enough. You want to take responsibility. You've
Yes,
met a
please.
man that you want to build your future with. So if you are married and you are uncle and father sponsorship plan, is the sign that I don't know if you get my story. In America,
Yeah,
if
I
you
get
marry,
it.
that means you are responsible. You can pay your bills. If you want to go to school, either you yourself or or your husband. So if you marry, then your father or your uncle. No, media to media. I don't think that helps. That's why you need to get empower. Yeah,
Okay.
that's why you need to get it. Yes. But to me, it doesn't increase your chances. It shows that your husband and yourself, you're not deemed fit to even help yourself. Somebody's asking which school is that? I think your school is in Boston.
Worcester State University.
Worcester. I need to pronounce it Worcester. Somebody is asking what's the duration of your program?
It's a
Probably
2 year.
2 years. Yes,
2 year.
2 years. I suppose that I think this solution I've given to you there. I think ultimately for the crap, but nobody will do this. And yeah, because if you're not doing that, if you do that, get the empower, it will increase your chance.
And
But with that
also the
empower,
issue here is
mhm,
a friend of mine in Zambia. So he did the appointment and
mhm,
he has paid for my visa and everything. So I don't know how to go about that side.
I don't get it.
Yes, because I'll be going for the interview in Zambia. A
Not in
friend of
Ghana.
mine there. No, no, no. A friend of mine there who did it for me.
Oh,
He
so
did
all
that
this
for
you're
me
not
as a
going.
birthday gift. Yes. And I don't know if, and I've received my visa here for Zambia. So I don't know what can be done about that side before I
Then
reschedule for
that one
everything.
there. Okay, I think Zambia, those countries there. If that's what I'm saying, with those for Ghana there, because of the numbers with Zambia, it's not very people don't really even the Zambia citizens themselves don't really come to the US. You understand? So with Zambia like this, even if you don't have funding and you have a good story, yeah, for that one there, it can be 50-50. But for Ghana, zero funding, nah, Ghana zero funding there, don't try. With Zambia, it can be positive. It can be 50-50. If only if you're going to pull the visa that, yeah. And if after your tuition, if you have somebody to sign a check for you, if you
Okay.
can add that, yeah, with the Zambia, I can assure you that you can get it. With Zambia,
Okay.
let somebody sign you that is 60,000 to this check and
Okay.
add it. Yeah, yeah.
Okay.
Add it, and I'm sure it's going to increase your chance. I have to be frank with you. Yes, add it.
Okay.
Because the business that they are particular about your tuition, the school fees is very important. And they know that if you can pay tuition, because me, I remember when I went for I was tuition waiver. Me, my own was a tuition waiver. So I was going to pay books, living expenses, and other stuff. Now come to school for free. Now where you sleep, you can't pay. Yeah, the visa officer is none of their business. Because they represent government and the tuition goes to government. So for visa officers, they are particular about how you're going to pay your tuition. The living
Okay.
expenses is goes to what? The owner of what?
That's cool.
The owner of what? Yes. So it's none of their it doesn't they don't care. What they care is what the tuition, but that money comes to the government and they are what representing the US government. You understand?
Okay.
Yes. And that's it. You should be fine. Guys,
Okay. Thank you so
Uh,
much.
nobody's coming here.
Joshua,
Yeah.
just a quick one. If you are asked,
The network is bad, so we can't hear you.
yeah, I'm asking that if you are asked, what would this program do for you? Is it asking of your postgraduate plans, or I mean, I don't know if this people can hear.
What will this program do for you? Is the same as your plans after school. You are good. You told the visa officer that you have identified a problem. See, let me tell you something. This is how things work. You are going for 2-year masters. And you told the visa officer that you are currently working and what are your plans? So what are your plans at school? You come back and take a higher role in your department. You want to come back and what be the minimum requirements for what teaching at the universities was master's degree or PhD. So you want to go and work. And that's what you see. Nobody needs to go to school here and stay here. So the plan is that if you're done with your 2 years masters, you'll be given opportunity to work with a company of what you learn in that 2 years. You'll be like, I think if you are non-STEM, you have 2 years, and if you are STEM, you have like 3 years to practice what. And I think even that one, I think it's 2 years and 1 year for non-STEM, and if you are STEM, it's 2 years. So if you are done with the OPT, which is optical practical training, that's the OPT. If you are done, you need to come back home. Because you said once you are done, you come home. That's so me. If you are done, why do you stay in the US? You need to go home. Unless your situation changes, like throughout the process, you met an American lady, you got married, and so you are staying. Aside that, or there, I think there are other platforms like the EIN, what. If you have like research publications, you can file to the government that you got a research publication during your undergraduate, and when you go to the US, maybe your master's, you got another research publication, and aside the research publication you did with maybe there were other professors, you helped them in their lab, and they also got publication, and your name was part. Condition: if you have a professor and your name is not part of the research publication, I'm sorry. So you get to undergraduate publication, the one you did with your professor, or maybe you did 2, you can add all of them and you file. So when you file, then the government can say, oh, because and America, they are very particular about publications. It's about to rain. Yeah, so they are particular about publications. So if you're able to do that, they can get you a green card, or the company you want to do OPT, optical practical training, for that 2 years after school. If the company see that you're a good person and they know the results you are bringing on board and how you are helping the company, they can also file for working work permit for you to stay in the US. Or the last thing is what you when you're done with your masters and you want to do another masters, you can go ahead and school. So with America, as far as you're going to school, you can go to school. If you're done with masters, you want to do second masters, you can do it. If you want to apply for PhD, you can go ahead and stay. That is, you are doing something with your life and you are staying. But if you don't want to further your education, if you didn't get any company to give you a working permit, you didn't get any girl when you didn't get any girl that, oh, I want to marry you so that you stay here and get your green card. If all the factors I've mentioned, you did not get any of them, then please, you need to come home, as you said, to the visa officer. That is it. That is it. You understand? As for me, I'm coming home to set up offices to help a lot of students study in the US, and I'll help you guys to apply for schools and scholarships. That's what I'm going to do. So me, I'm working on getting offices in Kumasi and Accra to do. Maybe that's what. Maybe you set up offices in other regions, but you want to start from Kumasi. That's where a lot of people are, and that's where you get. Yeah, that. So me, that's my plan. That's my plan. Yeah, that's my plan. To
Mr.
reduce the
Joshua,
denial rate.
someone says she wants my contact, and I don't know. I'm not able to chat in the comment section. I don't
Why?
know why. I don't know. I don't know.
Maybe it's your network. Well,
Oh no, it's not my network. I don't know why. Because I've subscribed already, so I don't know what the problem is.
then me too, I don't know. But the
They are
person you
saying
give
I
the
should
number to,
connect my
you
YouTube
you know,
account
yeah.
to join the live chat.
Yeah, then I think you have to do that.
Yeah, just sign in with your email, the email you use for your
I
YouTube.
think
Okay.
your email is better because you can't be sending your number to people that you hardly know. I don't know if you know that person.
Okay.
I think your email
Yes,
is
please.
better so that you can
I don't
communicate
know
to me.
her.
Yeah, so I think you need to send your email rather, not your number.
Okay, I'll do that. Okay.
So guys, any other person? Anyone ready for mock interview?
And please, when is your next life?
Me every day I'll come over. I'll come every day. I'm here every day.
Hmm.
I'm here every day. So whatever step you take, and if you have, and I think there's I have a transcript here from Nigeria at Abuja Embassy because I'm seeing that there are our brothers from Nigeria too on this platform, and so let's share with the transcript. And his funding is what $36,000. That's good, a huge good scholarship. And these are the things that when I see, I become happy. And the deficit is what 19 is low. 19 is low. So 19, 15, 10, 5,000. These are all what low. But above 20, 25, it's huge deficit. Yeah, so and the university is Georgia State University in Atlanta. Interview didn't last for 1 minute. You see, if you have good scholarship, the interview will not last for 1 minute because there are people behind you. You understand? Do you have relatives in the US? No. All my family are in Nigeria. Have you traveled to the US before? No, I have not. After my master's program, I will be doing my PhD in the US. No, I won't. You see, sometimes the visa officer will trick you. You see, I told you that if you want to stay in the US, then you need to do a PhD. But that's not the plan, please. If you go and they tell you what are your plans after school, you are coming. That's why I say you come home. So if the visa officer can trick you because it's a non-immigrant visa. So if you're done with your school, you come. I don't know if you get what I'm saying. I don't know if you guys get what I'm saying. He said after your master's, will you be doing your PhD? If you have said yes, you are denied. You see the trick? I'll be coming back to my place to work in Nigeria Institute of Medical Research to assume the role of a senior research officer. Will you be still doing research? He said, yes, I will. What does your father do? My father is the CEO of World, and he supplies and distributes electrical appliances, owns land and properties in Nigeria, Ogun, and Abuja, with an annual income of what? 80 million after tax. You see, you need to mention what your father's what annual income, what he does. And the visa officer, he has sponsored. So here he was trying to connect as to why his father will sponsor him. And that's what I've been saying. Your father believes in your aspiration and career goals. He took care of you during undergraduate. That's why this master's program, he still want to do that. He was about to stay, and the visa officer cut it. You see, that's why I said when the visa officer gets the facts they need, they will not allow you to continue. They will cut you. Speak facts. That's it. And he said, don't worry, I've approved your visa. And that was it. Please. Even if you have plans to do a PhD, that's when you got here. But at the embassy, please, your plans is to return home. It's a non-immigrant visa. It's a short stay visa. And even OPT, it's not compulsory. You came there to school, so after your 2 years, you're supposed to come home. The OPT will the only importance of the OPT is what? To work in a US company. At least you've gotten a US what certificate, and at least you work with this company. So you've gotten a working experience from what a US company as well. So your certificate plus the working experience will increase your chances when you're applying for what work in any company. But it's not compulsory. So let's say my father my father is despite a rich man in either any of the countries. I don't need to do OPT. Why do I do OPT for what? I've done the degree. I'm going to build my father's company. I don't need OPT unless you don't have maybe you don't have any company that you've been promised to work. So that one, let me do OPT. And people are thinking about because OPT are going to be paid in dollars. So maybe that will be the motivational factor. Yeah, maybe that would be the motivational factor. And you work in the US company, and if you work at OPT, you're going to be paid as the normal worker. That's the amount they're going to give you. The amount they give to the normal worker, that's the same amount they'll give you. Yeah. You understand? So please, if you're a visa officer as it is master's program and they ask you when you are done, will you work in the US? And you say yes. Or will you do further your education in the US? No. Once you're done with the masters, you're coming home. So you come home, you take the higher role, and you want to come and do PhD. That will be when you've returned home, and let's say after the master's degree, you still want to further educate. Then you come back to the US. That is the procedure the visa officer want to hear. I think if nobody's responding, I think we're gonna end the live stream. I think we spent 1 hour 45 minutes already. And yeah, so let me take you through last one from Nigeria, and this is Lagos Embassy. and that's his first time he was approved. And the deficit is what? 11,000. That's what I'm saying. 19, 18. All these are what? Low deficit. And good morning, officer. Pass me your documents. Nice. I see you have a graduate teaching assistantship. So tell me, where are you going to? You understand? I ask this question always. What are you going to do in the US? Or where are you going to? I'm going to pursue my master's in, you mentioned the program in the university, the city and the state. I always say that. What are you going to do your race? I'm going to the US to pursue my master's degree in chemistry at Southern Connecticut State University, which is located in New Haven, in the state of what? Connecticut. Perfect. Perfect. That's how you're supposed to answer. And that's the same thing this guy did, and I like it. I see you have a deficit. Tell me about it. You see? So the major question are two. What are you going to do in the US? And your deficit. These are the two major questions they ask. Sometimes they can ask you the program or what. Why did you choose university? I see you have a, so my deficit, which entails my living expenses, will be covered by me through my savings and this bonuses having worked for 7 years. I'm currently, you mentioned this role and the visa officer cutting. What did you do in your undergraduate? I hold a master's, bachelor's of science degree, and you mentioned the program. I graduated the GP of, can talk about it, the GP as well. So tell me about the company. Proceed to talk about so the guy spoke about the company briefly. What will you be doing after this program? I'll be returning to take up what role at my current company, where I'll be able to lead. What are your plans after school? Or what do you plan to do after school? And the VA said, the visa officer said, I will keep in your passport. This paper will tell you how. So if you hear that this paper will be, if you're not hearing that this paper will take out from DHL, that means you were denied, please. You were denied. You were denied. I think that's it. I think, okay, let me see if I can get the last one. Yes, let me go to the last transcript, then we end this live stream. Approved, which is the young Chinese American woman, which is the program is what? MS Data Science. The cost of attendance is what? 39,000. And the funding is what? 27. See, this is another good story. God did. The God did is the funding. 39 and are getting 29. So the deficit would be like around, let's say, 12,000 or 13,000 deficit, which is good because the funding is huge. What are you going to study in the US? I'm going to study a 2-year thesis program in data science at Florida Polytechnic University. And this program will the video cutting. Or the visa officer wants, what are you going to study? He mentioned the school and the program. The visa officer doesn't want to hear, listen to it. When the visa officer gotten the fact she wants. So she'll cut you. What do? I'm currently working as a stock and inventory analyst at so company. I prepare and analyze data and daily petroleum. The visa officer, he mentioned one of what his duties. Visa officer cutting because he or she is okay. Which company is that? It's the only company responsible for Ghana strategic reserve of petroleum products. Impressive. Because they know that oil, petroleum and oil, there's money there. So it's not going to be a big deal. Why do you want to study data science? Why do you want to study data science? It's the same as what asking why this program? Why do you want to study data science? I've been working for close to 3 years at that company, and in line with my duties, you see, I tell you that you connect it to your current profession. And my duties, I've identified a very significant gap, which has to do with what underutilization of predictive analysis in tackling the complexities of the company's inventory data management landscape. And this program in data science will equip me with the skill and technical knowledge in data mining and machine learning required to bridge this gap and unlock the full potential of our data when I return to take up the role of what? Senior trade analyst within the company. I can see this officer, I can see you have assistantship. Who's covering the rest? My elder sister. She owns and manages a full-time service IT company and is into sales and installation of workstation service. Visa officer what? Cut in again. What's the company's annual income? 120,000 what? Dollars. How many staff? 23. Has your sponsor mentioned anyone before? Yes, she mentioned my elder brother, the one, the one, the one I follow to pursue his MBA in London, and he's currently back in the country working as what? You see, that means the sponsors has already sponsored his elder brother in London, in a school in London, and the brother has returned home. So this is to tell the visa officer that when you go, you also what will return what back to Ghana. What do you want to become in the future? A data scientist. Simple, straight answer. What do you want to become? One answer. A data scientist. Congratulations, your visa has been approved. You understand? So, guys, that's basically yeah. So today, at least we went through three of the transcripts. Those who went for their interview today, we've gone through it and how they were able to answer via question they were asked. So, guys, if nobody's in for any question, and if you guys nobody want to join the live stream, those in the live, Portia, okay, Portia is down, but Alfred Nabia, when is your interview? Alfred, when is your interview? Or you're not ready for the mock interview? So can I end this session if nobody is ready? Okay, I think we spent 1 hour 51 minutes. We've done well. So I'm wishing you all the best. Those who have their interview this week, I wish you all the best. And those whose interview are next week, next 2 weeks, next month, keep joining us. Tomorrow I'll be live, same time. Because right now I've changed the time. I've realized that with the 6 p.m. Ghana time, it's really a struggle because I know by 6 people there's traffic in town and all that. But I know by 7 p.m. you'll be home and relaxing. So we've changed the time. So I'm going to schedule another appointment. I think tomorrow we will be discussing about. Let me see. Tomorrow's topic. Let me see. Let me check here. Let me tell you tomorrow's topic. Yeah, we're gonna talk about how to answer. What are your plans after school? How to answer. What are your plans after school? Your plans after school. And your plans after school is what? A home tie. Your home tie. Yes, it's a home tie question to show the visa officer that once you're done with school, you're not going to stay in the US. You come home. You come to home country to continue your life. What's the student visa? So if you want to stay here in America for permanent, you need to be what? Applying for what? DV lottery. Yes. That one you can stay in America permanently. So guys, you guys will be there and I'll take a flight and I'll come to Ghana. Yes. Yeah, that's what I want to do. I'm coming to help most of you guys and to reduce the denial rate. The denial rate is too much, man. We need to come in and help. We need to step in and help. Yeah, so guys, thank you for coming. Like this video, share with anybody who is preparing for their interview. Because at least this week, you'll be going through various interview transcripts. We will share. And if we get anybody who was denied to, we all discuss why we think that person got denied. Yes, but at least the ones we shared today, all the 3, they were all approved because they all have what? Good scholarship. Good scholarship. And I think tomorrow I'll be making videos on scholarships and maybe I'll be checking on Empower. I want to do my research on Empower and I'll make step-by-step process on how you're going to get Empower, especially students with zero funding or partial funding. If you have a partial funding, get Empower to support yourself and to help you. Yeah, so tomorrow we're gonna meet. And thank you all for coming. Subscribe if you're not subscribed. If you subscribe and I'm left with 30 minutes to start my live, you'll be notified. YouTube will notify you. JC Consult will be coming live in the next 30 minutes. So that wherever you are, you need to be rushing home and join us for the mock intake. So guys, thank you. Subscribe and see you tomorrow. Bye.